It's the Miami Heat taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Hero. And there's the... dunk to finish it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee. Good O, better D. Sometimes it works out that way.
There's the drive. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
And we've seen Giannis elevate his scoring ability over time. Great bucket there. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. That one misses for Wiggins. The #1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
Hero with it. Now Green defending. Takes the 3. Hero no good. Here's Milwaukee now. Giannis right side. Wiggins outside. Powell, no one around him. Miami no good on that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Giannis. He's got 9. And yes, it's good. Giannis has got 11 points.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Back to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero. The rebound by Turner. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back over to you, Kevin.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Miami grabs the miss.
That's how to stand your ground under the glass. He was determined.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Mitchell. And the layup is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
A three. And that one's good. Onto the Kumbo. He's got 15.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Wiggins left side. Here's Hero. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hero's got 7 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Adebayo drives in. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You gotta love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Bucks trailed by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
And he's good on the second. Mitchell outside. Here's Hero. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Heat. He finishes with the Heat 20. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Heat. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the field.
Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo, no good. Here's Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got 7 points.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Trent. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Count that one. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Trent. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
When he's gone, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Pass to Trent. Mitchell with the steal. Now here's Wiggins, guarded by Kuzma. 1:33 left to play here in the half. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by Chang. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
The line for Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And some changes here for the Heat. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Giannis right side. .114 left in the first half of basketball. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Kevin, back to you.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
The kick out to Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, defensively, you have to do your best to guard Hero without fouling because he's nearly automatic from the line.
And so he hits both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Trent. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Trent got 5 now.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Hero from long range. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Stolen. On the wing, Giannis. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Pass to Prince. And it's off from 3-point range. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, And he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the right side. Trent outside. Back to Kuzma. Trent outside. Clock at 6. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Trent outside. 5 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. Trent's got 5 points in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Hero's got 20.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Pass to Rollins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Mitchell with it. Rollins grabs the board. It's Prince on the wing. Giannis outside. Kicks it out to Prince. Powell with the steal. Mitchell left side. This one for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Miami grabs the miss. And stolen by Kuzma. Big time slam, Giannis! Oh my! Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Trent with the wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Miami trailing. Out to Powell. Miami no good on that time either. Giannis striding in. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 28.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish.
Hero, that's a 2-pointer. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14. Here's Trent. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Trent's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. Powell inside. And he banks in the layup. Powell's got 5.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Trent outside. Great D that time from Hero.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And it's Wiggins missing. Seconds left. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
51, the Heat, 46.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bucks leading by 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And both free throws good for Giannis. The Heat trailed by 7. Pass to Ware. Over Giannis. Ware, no good. Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Trent. Good work defensively by Smith. And Miami has possession. Here's Hackett. A three-pointer off the mark. Trent, left side. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Larson. Smith wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
And you know what? Save what was likely to be a dunk.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Hero, no good. And Prince has got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point lead. Back to Trent. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Trent's got 9 points now in just the second half.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Oh, flashy play by Hero off the drive, turning his speed into airtime for a dunk.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Milwaukee leading by 5. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Shots good by Hero. And now it's 27 points for Tyler Hero.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Trent. Powell there for the rebound. The Heat trailed by 5. Outside Wiggins. Takes the 3. He drills the 3.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Good! Giannis from deep.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And it's Trent off the drive. Got it to go off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass nice and simple.
Hero. The long shot, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now, Adebayo. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Trent. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now Hero. 18 feet away. Count it. Nice touch.
Yeah, he's so skilled at attacking at a moment's notice. Hero goes straight into his shot. Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Count it, Gary Trent Jr.
The free throw drops for Trent. The Heat trail by 10. Now Hero puts up a 3. That one is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Trent Hero there for the rebound. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Powell outside. Wiggins fires. The three is off.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Milwaukee.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Outside, Trent for three. Cleared away by Mitchell. Now Wiggins. Gary Trent. Jumper is off. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good.